So, lesson number 96, Algebra 1, and the name of this section is Difference of Two Squares Theorem. Alright, this one isn't really too bad. I'm not going to go through all the theory and everything as far as being able to figure this out, but one of the things that we are going to do is figure out how to find the difference of two squares. And there is a very important part of the difference of two squares when we're doing this, and that is there are going to be times where you have something like x squared equals 9. Okay, and you're trying to solve that. And you can't solve it because you have an exponent there, so we have to get rid of that exponent. So the way you get rid of the exponent is you do this to both sides. Okay, and inside this there is an assumed 2. We don't write it in there because it's assumed, you just know it's always there. But there is an assumed 2 there, and when those two numbers match, they cross out. And not only do they cross out, but this sign crosses out too. So now we have x equals the square root of 9. But what is the square root of 9? The square root of 9 is 3, right? 3 times 3 is 9. So, when we get the square root of 9, we're going to put 3 down for our answer, and we're going to call that good, because the square root sign is used to designate only the positive square root of a number. Alright, so, if we have p squared equals 16, what we're going to do is we are going to take the square root of both of these, like that, and this 2 there is going to make everything go away. And whenever we do that, whenever we take the square root of the other side as well, we do this. That symbol means plus or minus the square root of 16. So that means that we are going to get plus or minus 4 for our answer, because negative 4 times negative 4 is 16, positive 4 times positive 4 is also 16. So p is plus or minus the square, or plus or minus 4. So p squared equals 41. Same thing. When we take the square root of both sides, the radical goes away and the exponent, and we get plus or minus the square root of 41, which there is no number. 41 is a prime number, so you can't reduce that at all. If we have k squared equals 13, square root of both sides, so k equals, then we put a plus or minus there, and we're done. And that's it for that lesson. It's just being able to take any letter, square it, set it equal to another letter, put a radical sign on it, write it as this, and make it plus or minus the square root of 23, which is 23 in German. Okay, so there you go. That's it for lesson number 96.